Welcome to Tyler's Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is January the 14th, 2025. We're going to be talking about Monday Night Raw because we have an interesting Raw that happened. Fixing a light here. And the dang batteries won't stop blowing out. Okay. Keep that there. We had an interesting Monday Night Raw because three people guaranteed already declared to be in the Royal Rumble match. Three top guys, and we heard that Jey Uso will be in it. We heard LA Knight. I did not hear about Jey Uso says he's going to be in it, or LA Knights. But some reason they're going to be in it. Well, not some reason, it's the Royal Rumble. They're going to be in the match. I did not know about it. Michael Cole told us. And we found out who's going to face Gunther on the second Saturday night main event. That's going to happen, I think, next Saturday. I believe so. 25th, I think. Let me see. Hold on, guys. Hold on. I'm going to get my calendar out. The 25. Yeah, I believe it's the 25. It said a week from Saturday, so I believe it's the 25th that Saturday's main event will be coming up, and we found out who will face Gunther for the World Heavyweight title. I'm not a big fan of Gunther's reign right now because he hasn't defended the title since Saturday's main event, the very first one. Where is this guy? He wasn't on the debut of Netflix. He's the world champion. He should be part of the debut of Netflix last week. He didn't show up. And now we get him doing a stupid segment. So we had a segment of Gunther talking about, I don't know what he was talking about. I didn't really care for what he talked about. I want to see the guy defend the title. And he says he wants a challenger that actually cares about the World Heavyweight title because all the top guys is worried about the tribal chief stuff, who wants to be the best in the world. He says that doesn't matter. What matters is this prize, the world championship, but he's not defending the world title. So how anyone going to win the prize if you're not going to defend the title? That doesn't make any sense to me. How is anyone going to win the prize if you don't defend the title? Boy. But ladies and gentlemen, the person that is wanting the world title is Jey Uso. Jey Uso came out and he issued a challenge to Gunther for the world title at Saturday night's main event. Gunther says, I don't think you're ready for this. You're just a tag team guy. I think he said that last time they faced each other for the Intercontinental title. He called him a tag team guy. Jey Uso knows that, but he wants to change that to be the main event, main champion, the World Heavyweight Champion. So we will have the world title on the line at Saturday's main event. And we found out who will be facing Braun Breaker for the Intercontinental title. I will get to that when we get there. Rhea Ripley came out talking about that she's on top. She is the women's world champion now. She didn't really say much because she got interrupted by Nia Jax. You know, I was getting so excited that Becky Lynch will come in because Rhea Ripley is the champion and she wants a rematch. Because I think she was not feeling well at WrestleMania. So that's why she didn't win. And she got screwed out of the women's world title because of Liv Morgan. I thought she won her women's world title, but we get Nia Jax. This is twice now that you could bring Becky Lynch into the WWE, but you brought Hulk Hogan. He got booed out of the building, and then you give us Nia Jax. She got booed out of the building. Oh man, and Nia Jax, she's going to be in the Royal Rumble match. She says she's going to take Rhea Ripley's title or Tiffany Stratton. I don't know. She says she's going to do something with both of them, and she wanted to make fun of Bayley because why is she there? Why is she there? Because she lives there. She lives in that city that they were in. So, and then she wants to talk trash to them. And then Bayley got in the ring, got in the face of Nia Jax. We had a brawl with Nia, Bayley, and Rhea. Nothing. I wanted Becky Lynch. You know the crowd will go freaking nuts to hear Becky Lynch come out. And we see Becky Lynch and Rhea Ripley face to face. Not Nia Jax. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we heard Karen Cross was trying to get a match with the Wyatt Six. He tried to talk to Adam Pearce, but Miz wanted to know, well, did you get the match? Karen Cross says, I can't get the match. Well, he didn't say that. He can't get the match because the Wyatt Six got transferred to Friday Night SmackDown because of the transfer window. That's why we're seeing Raw guys show up on SmackDown. That's why we see NXT stars showing up in the audience. And that's why we're seeing Raw guys showing up on SmackDown because of the transfer window. People get traded. It's like a dang... It's like the shaking up. The shaking up thing. But you have to talk to the general managers to see if you want to be part of it. So all 5 of those guys are part of it. Of Friday Night SmackDown. I hope Raw gets a big giant people to join Raw because they lost 5 guys and a woman. 5 superstars are going to SmackDown now. SmackDown lost too many people. I mean, Raw lost too many people. We gained one. I'll tell you guys more about that, about the Luchador. And Karen Cross thought Miz is going to be, was behind a bit, but I guess he's not. And then Sammy had a problem with the Miz. They bickered at each other, and then they have a match. And Miz was hoping that Sammy problem will be him and Final Testamen's problem, but Karen Cross laughed. I guess that's a no. So we got Miz versus Sami Zayn. To start up Monday Night Raw, we got CM Punk coming out. He talking about his win at last week's against no other than Seth Rollins, and then he declared to be part of the Royal Rumble match. It's already stacked. We got LA Knight, Jey Uso, Roman Reigns, John Cena, CM Punk now. I got the burps. And then Seth Rollins came out and he says, if I couldn't beat you last week, I'm going to make your WrestleMania dreams not come true. Because remember, CM Punk wants to win the Royal Rumble. That's his dream. And he wants to main event WrestleMania. That's his dream. So Seth Rollins says, if I couldn't beat you last week, I'm going to make your WrestleMania dreams fall apart. And what that means is that he's declaring to be in the Royal Rumble match. And then they got interrupted by Drew McIntyre, and he's saying that he's going to Royal Rumble because he sees a bigger picture, and that's Roman Reigns. And he wants to make sure that he gets the title before Roman does, because, Roman, he's going to be a part-timer again when he wins the title. So he declares he's going to the Royal Rumble, and then CM Punk says he's done talking. He just wants to fight. And Seth Rollins says, let's fight. And Drew McIntyre says, let's do it. And then he was coming down, and then he says, no. He says, why would I do that? He just wanted to wuss out. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there's 2 things that kind of ruined the debuts of someone. If you guys went on WWE.com before Monday Night Raw happened, somebody's merch was already on the WWE shop. And when Chad Gable got into the ring, Michael Cole says Chad Gable needs to be feared. Fear, whatever it says. Ladies and gentlemen, the first match was Chad Gable versus the Mystery Luchador. The best luchador that Adam Pearce could find was the debut of Penta. His name is just Penta. No Penta El Zero Miro. Zero Miro. I was happy. Oh, man. And he got it. It's like a normal entrance that he had with AEW, but different Titantrons. And I believe a different theme song. But he does his pyro. He wears his normal Penta gear. The guy didn't change his gimmick. And he did that armbar thing that looks like he almost breaks somebody's arm. He has that move still. He has his finisher, the Penta driver. there's some moves that he won't be able to do because WWE won't let it happen. Like, I think he does a package power driver. I don't think he's allowed doing that, but he's allowed breaking somebody's arm. Oh, man. I'm loving it. The match was great. Penta doesn't need a tag team partner until Rey Fenix shows up. So I'm hoping that what's going to happen, he's going to be a singles wrestler until Rey Fenix shows up. And then Penta wins the match. Congrats. But he had an interview with Jackie. And he said that this is his new home. The WWE is now his new home. It was AEW. Now it's WWE. And he said, you guys been waiting for this so long? He's been waiting for this for so long. He wants to be in the WWE, and he finally did. And I believe his family was in that audience. I believe his daughter was crying like the whole match because their dad could do his dream job and come to WWE, one of the top wrestling promotions to come into the WWE. And the surprising thing, when Michael Cole was talking about Penta, he was talking about all the championships he won in AAA, in TNA. Yeah, he said TNA too, because they have partnerships. So of course they're allowed to talk about TNA. But the surprising one was they mentioned Lucha Underground. I don't think AEW ever mentioned Lucha Underground when Penta wrestled at AEW. I don't know. You guys can put on the comments. Am I lying? Am I getting that wrong? I don't know, but it feels like I never heard any commentary from AEW say Lucha Underground when those guys were part of Lucha Underground. Never heard of it. I'm happy for Penta. At least one thing that I wanted to happen last week didn't happen, but this week it did. We got Penta. I think because this is a big return, I think Becky Lynch might be a Royal Rumble entrant. That's what I think. Because the first 2 episodes of Raw, this is like the part 2 of something big, Netflix, right? It's something big. Part 1 was all the legends. You got Hulk Hogan showing up. You got The Undertaker. You got The Rock. You got a whole bunch of legends showing up, making their return. Their one night only return. And this is supposed to be like some returns, or not, because it didn't happen. And a debut, and we did get one. And ladies and gentlemen, you can't say never. There's a lot of wrestlers that's in different promotions, and especially on AEW. They say they would never wrestle for WWE. You look at these guys that was in AEW, and now they're wrestling in WWE. You see some guys from New Japan Pro Wrestling for WWE now. You see a guy from MLW wrestling for WWE now. I don't care what these wrestlers say. Some of them will come wrestling for WWE. Maybe not people that already wrestle for WWE. Like Jon Moxley or Chris Jericho. But I could see Kenny Omega. Maybe not Kenny Omega because he had that problem, his sickness thing and his injuries. Maybe not him. But I could see Will Ospreay. I could see maybe Darby Allin. In the near future, I think we could see some of these AEW guys joining WWE. That's what I could see. And all these AEW guys, former AEW guys that showed up on WWE, they're actually getting used. When is the last time you saw Ethan Page wrestle on AEW when he was part of AEW? The last time I saw him when he had a match with MJF in his hometown. And he lost, and then we haven't seen him since. When is the last time you saw Pentagon? Because We didn't. The last time I saw him is when he had a team up with Ray Phoenix once, and then I believe Ray got injured. When is the last time you've seen Shawn Spears in a match in AEW? The last time, I think the last time is when he had like a TNT Championship match, something like that. I forgot who the champion was. That's how long it was, guys. That's how long it was. And I believe he was a babyface. When is the last time you saw Lexus King or AKA Brian Pillman Jr.? He was a jobber tag team with Griff Garrison. I'm still surprised this guy's still wrestling in there. Griff Garrison. I'm happy for these guys because Lexus King actually won a championship. Yes, it's a cup, but people are calling it a championship. It doesn't matter if it's a belt or a cup. It's still a championship. This guy won a championship. Ethan Page won a world title. These guys never won anything in AEW. These guys are getting buzz. They're getting the news. Everybody's talking about these guys because they're on a big platform on Netflix. If you didn't hear Michael Cole, global, you can watch their weekly shows, Raw, NXT, and SmackDown on Netflix. Only that's outside of the United States because of Peacock. They're on Peacock. I believe when their contract is up, they could go back. They will do it on the United States. But right now, it's outside of the United States. That's why I say I don't care what people say that they would never wrestle for WWE or they want to make fun of WWE. They will wrestle for WWE. If they want the big bucks, WWE is where it goes because they're on Netflix now. They're going bigger stages. They're going bigger arenas. Like seriously, they're selling out their whole shows now, and you see how great their shows are. They're working for Triple H now. Triple H knows wrestling because he's not really too old. He's not in his 80s or 70s. I don't know where Vince McMahon is. But I don't know how old he is. But Triple H actually knows wrestling. I need to stop rambling because my video is going to be too long. But ladies and gentlemen, for the next match, we got Sheamus versus Ludwig Kaiser. I thought it was a pretty decent match. I thought every single match here was a pretty decent match. I enjoyed every single one of it. Like, there's a lot of brutal moves that some of these people did. Like, Ludwig Kaiser... Sheamus was sitting where the announce table is. Like, beside it. And then he drops kicks the body of Sheamus into chairs. My God. Scary looking. But the winner of that match was Sheamus. Sheamus gets the win, and then he got in face-to-face with Braun Breaker. He was in the audience. And then they have a shoving fight. And we heard that at Saturday Night's main event, it will be Sheamus versus Braun Breaker for the Intercontinental title. That's going to be a big one as well. Ladies and gentlemen, WWE made history. The women's history books got made again. The finals of the WWE's Women's Intercontinental Championship. We got Laura Valkyria versus Dakota Kai. I thought it was a great match. Dakota Kai did great. Laura Valkyria did great. Laura Valkyria did a suplex off the apron into outside the ring. Normally you don't see that a lot because that's supposed to be dangerous. Crazy. But ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match and your first ever Women's Intercontinental Champion, that's a lot of words, Laura Valkyria. People wanted Dakota Kai to win, but I think in the future, Dakota Kai is going to win that title anytime soon. I know so. I think she has a lot of potential. And then we got Sami Zayn versus The Miz. I thought it was a pretty decent match as well. This match was pretty good too. I'm not always a big fan of Miz's wrestling. Because you actually could see how big it is. Because sometimes he misses when he kicks somebody. But I thought it was a pretty decent match. Sami did a good job. Miz did a good job. Sami Zayn won the match with a blue thunderbomb after he did a hula kick first. And then he did Blue Thunder Bomb, but Sami Zayn gets the win. But Seth Rollins has a point here to Sami Zayn. Because Sami wants to tries to support Seth Rollins after his loss last week. But Seth Rollins says, what's going on with you? When are you going to fight for yourself? You helped Roman at War Games. You helped Roman to win his Ula Fala. He said, are you going to help him win the Royal Rumble? You going to help him win against Cody Rhodes for the WWE title? When are you going to help yourself? Seth Rollins kind of right about that. He is helping Roman Reigns a lot. Our main event, we have a street fight, Damian Priest versus Finn Balor. These guys fought almost everywhere around the audience. But ladies and gentlemen, they went on top of the stairs. And there was like I guess like a balcony. And Damian Priest, for some reason, he leaped over the ledge. And there was like a little tiny box that he's standing on. They were fighting on that. Finn Balor trying to knock him off. But Damian Priest did a broken Falcon Arrow onto Finn Balor, throw him off the balcony into 2 tables. And then, ladies and gentlemen, during the whole commercial, because I could watch during commercials on Netflix now, and during the commercial, you just saw Finn Balor getting stretcher out. Well, not really stretcher out. He got stretchered to the ramp. He had a net brace. He was strapped in the stretcher. But Damian Priest didn't care for that. Damian Priest said, screw it. He went outside the ring. And there's JD and Carlito checking on their teammates. Damian Priest attacked Carlito. He threw freaking JD into the Titantron very badly. The guy landed like on lights, pyro equipment. Even, I think, like a smoke machine. That guy landed on a lot of things over there. And then he rips off the seat belts off of the stretcher, off of Finn Balor, and rolls the stretcher right to the ring. That thing crashes to the ring and makes Finn Balor fly into the ring. But ladies and Carlito and JD still try to help. It was a pretty decent match. I thought it was a great match. Not pretty decent, a great match. But the winner of that match was Damian Priest. What a show to start off anything. It didn't start off anything because last week was the New Year's, the very first Monday Night Raw of the year. I think Netflix is getting crazier because, ladies and gentlemen, they're doing way more crazier moves. I'm losing my breath. But ladies and gentlemen, I think it's pretty cool. I'm enjoying the Netflix thing because it's easier because I have it on my game, and when I'm done my game, I can just go on my Netflix. So that's pretty cool. My eye can't stop twitching. The last couple of days it won't stop twitching. I don't know why. But yeah, I think it's pretty cool. I think so. The sucky part is that I had to watch AEW on TV and TNA on TV. Because TNA has their own app, but I'm not paying for another app. I'd rather be on Netflix than buy another app. And AEW is on Max, so that's another app to buy. I'm not buying another app. So I don't mind watching those two on TV. They're not the... I don't know what I'm trying to say. But I don't mind watching them on TV. AEW is still kind of new. 5 years. It hasn't been 10 years. It hasn't been double digits yet. TNA, I don't think they will ever come to Netflix. I don't think so. I think they're doing well on Access TV, Sports Network. They're on Sports Network. That's pretty cool. That's a new thing they're on. If you're in Canada. I don't know if it's a Canada thing, Sports Network. But yeah, they're on Sports Network. If you want to watch it on there, that's pretty cool. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell. This video is kind of a little long, but that's okay. Hit that notification bell. I will see you guys tomorrow for NXT results. I still don't think Open Fenton deserves the NXT title. I'm not a big fan of that. That's all for today. Tyler's out. Bye!